What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on February 17th, 2018. Now, for starters here, let's go ahead and get the bad news out of the way because I know a lot of people have been talking about this. I've had people hit me up asking me about this situation. So yes, Funko is bringing their subscription boxes to an end, and this does include all of them. That does include Disney Treasures, Smuggler's Bounty, Legion of Collectors, and the very first one that they had, Marvel Collector Corps. So yeah, all these boxes are coming to an end at different time periods though. The Legion of Collectors, the next box that they have, it will be the last one, and that is the box for March. The Collector Corps still has at least another one on the way, so that will take them to April. But in order to get that one, which is the Avengers Infinity War box, even if you already have a subscription, you have to go make sure that you order that box. I already put my order in. If you really want that one, make sure that you do the same. Also, Smuggler's Bounty, I believe, well, actually, Smuggler's Bounty is an exception. Smuggler's Bounty is going to, I think, remain online until September. But still, though, I would check just to make sure that the auto renewal, it may be turned off, so you still may need to order the individual boxes that they have left. And as far as Disney Treasures is concerned, their box in April should be their last one as well. So what Funko is going to do with these subscription boxes is take them to retail. They haven't stated yet what stores they will be in. They haven't stated if the price point is changing in any way, if they're going to be, exclusivity going on. They really haven't said anything about that yet. I'll be completely honest with you all. I really think them moving the boxes to retail is basically just one step away from being done with the boxes altogether. They're probably taking them to retail just to kind of give that a chance and, so that people maybe aren't completely angry about the boxes ending. But to be honest, the reason why I think this is happening, for one thing, I could see that, sales probably have not been as impressive for the boxes. And also, I know that they get a lot of complaints. There are some people that sign up for a year and then they get one box that they don't like and they get angry. And I'm sure that, some people have contacted the company and been maybe even very rude about, not liking a particular box. There are some people that get one box that it could have some items that they really like in it. But if there's one item they don't like, then again, they get angry and they basically want to talk trash on the company. So I really feel like this decision that Funko is making is really just them basically getting rid of a big headache, basically. So you all definitely let me know what you think about this situation, but that's my opinion on it. I think it has a lot to do with just the very negative feedback they've been getting about some of the boxes. Some of it sometimes is justified, I will say that. But in terms of value, I feel like they have never cheated anybody with these boxes. I feel like the value is always there, even though you may not personally like some of the items. So moving on here with what is available in the wild, and I'm going to be moving very quickly because I have a lot of information to cover within this video. So the latest Teen Titans Pops are available. Of course, this is based off of that one particular episode that had sort of the 80s feel to it. And of course, there are some exclusives along with that. Not sure if the exclusives are starting to show up yet, but the main wave is definitely showing up now. As a matter of fact, Hot Topic has a couple of these on their website. Also, the Royals, as in the Royal Family, is starting to show up as well. And again, Hot Topic has some of those on their website. Do keep in mind that there is actually a Chase variant of Diana. So, I know a lot of people are really going to be going after that one. Also, here you see that the latest wave from Rick and Morty is starting to show up. And this is mainly based off of the Mad Max inspired episode, other than Prison Break Rick. And I know I don't have it pictured here, but of course, Rick's Mad Max ride is also going to be available very soon if it's not already in stores. The latest wave of Lord of the Rings figures is also showing up, and I really think that these figures have already been kind of rolling out, but it seems like they're probably getting a little bit easier to find, so that's why I want to make sure that I brought these up. And again, do remember that there is a Chase variant within this wave of Gollum. Oh, by the way, of course, there also is the Chase variant of Sentient Arm Morty, which is definitely one that I want to get myself. Also, the Saga Pops are starting to show up. I just had pictured here Lion Cat because that's the one that I've seen that has definitely started to appear, but I would imagine the other ones, if they're not out there already, that they will be showing up. I do want to remind you all quickly, of course, that Funko Pops don't release all in every place at one time. So just be patient. Keep looking out for these. And remember that you can look online to order some of these Pops as well. So the latest Funko Shop release is Okoye. Okoye, of course, from Black Panther. And I saw the movie. I feel like this character was phenomenal in the movie. There were a lot of great characters within the movie. But just running down how you can get your hands on Okoye is she's a Funko Shop exclusive in the US, a Smith's exclusive in the UK. And then people from other countries, you can also order her from Pop Culture's website. So yeah, there are many different ways, basically. I mean, several different ways to get your hands on that Okoye Pop. Now, there is going to be a Funko Shop release on February 20th, and a lot of people are theorizing that it could be a Kurt Cobain Pop because that is his birthday. So, yeah, there's a lot of speculation that that's what could happen. I'm not saying that's going to happen. You know, that's basically a rumor at this point, but we will find out very soon. So the next Target exclusives that are up, and I'm saying exclusives because, yes, they are going to put out Toxic Rick and Toxic Morty at the same time. That just makes a lot of sense. So I'm not surprised that they're doing that. Me personally, I still wish that Rick had an angry expression on his face. And as far as I know, this is the final design. I have not seen any other official image showing Rick looking any different, even though some people have told me there is a different mold, but I have not seen the image of it anywhere, you know. So that's what I'm thinking that this is going to look like. But again, these both will release next Friday, so definitely be on the lookout for those. And remember, they will be online only. So I'm not sure how popular they will be. You might want to actually look for these late Thursday night, you know, when they go online, just and order them, you know, quickly, just in case. And then also remember that the classic Black Panther is still available. It seems like they made plenty of those. I got my order in. Really hope that the shipping comes through. You know, Target shipping, it's kind of hit or miss for people. So fingers crossed that mine will come in good condition. So some random news here for the next couple of slides I want to share here with you. So first of all, Funko won a Toy of the Year award for their mystery minis. And that's something that they were really pushing for. Of course, they won last year based off of the Funko Pops, but this time they got it for the mystery minis. And so people that voted, I think they're probably going to do something like they did last time, where there'll be some sort of incentive if you actually help them to win, which I don't know. That seems a little bit questionable, but you know, it is what it is. Also, as far as the Funko Pez dispensers are concerned, they should be releasing this summer, and they're going to start off with Hanna-Barbera. Okay, so they're going to focus on Hanna-Barbera to start with, and then of course there will be Pez dispensers based off of other properties, including Marvel characters, and just a lot of different characters. Something I want you all to notice here, though, if you look at that image there of the Pez dispensers, there is one that has Captain Crunch's head on it, and it is a pop design. Look at the eyes there. So could this be a sign that there's a Captain Crunch pop on the way? I think that is a very good sign that there is, so fingers crossed on that. Also, as far as the mini Hikari 2-packs are concerned, there is a Dumbo one on the way. No idea yet when this will release. There's not like an official word on it. One thing I do want you all to notice, though, that it's going to be very limited, only 500 pieces for each one of those. And then also there are some other mini Hikari figures on the way focusing on Marvel. The Captain America ones had been revealed previously, but now we actually get a better look at the color schemes. And then also there's going to be Spider-Man one as well. I don't know if it's going to have different color variants, but the one I see there already, you know, that pair, I think that looks pretty sharp. So Funko basically, they put the word out of all the different partners that they have, and it's so many partners that they have. There are really so many different types of pops that they can make. It seems pretty much endless. But what's kind of funny here is it seems like Dollar General and Five Below will also be getting Funko Pops. I don't know if that means that they will get any exclusives. I think it just means that they will be carrying pop figures, which you know, that's not completely surprising. I mean, Funko's trying to make their products as readily available as possible. So I don't know if we'll actually see any Dollar General exclusives. I'd be surprised if that happens, but you never can tell. Also, Funko has the rights to make Earthbound figures. That's if they choose to. So, I mean, you know, you can kind of treat that like a rumor that maybe they will make some, but that is definitely not guaranteed. So Ready Player One has some action figures, and they will come up again within this video, but they've already been spotted at GameStop, so you might want to start looking around for those if you are interested in them. There's also a Hot Topic exclusive, and forgive me if I mispronounce the name here, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Toru Pocket Pop that has been spotted at the Funko HQ. I actually meant to share this info last time. I just forgot about it. But yeah, that's been spotted at Funko HQ, and of course I'm sure it will be available in Hot Topics pretty soon if it's not already. And then remember, there is still a Flock Jeffrey Pop on the way, is tracking right now for a spring release. Of course, as that release becomes official, then I will share that with you all. So with the upcoming Austin Powers Pops, I mentioned these in a previous video. We see here the concept art for them in the upper left, and I know it's a very rough image, but I'm pretty sure, you know, official images will be on the way soon. For right now, it seems like the Pops are just focused on the first movie. I want you all to remember, though, that Funko doesn't put out a ton of figures at one time based off of just one movie. I mean, that may happen with something like, you know, Marvel's Avengers Infinity War, but it's not really common that they put out a ton of figures for one movie at one time, just because people wouldn't be able to afford it. So just because this is all of the Austin Powers figures that they have so far, that does not mean that they will not make more of them, you know, and I'm pretty sure if these sell well, then we will see more Austin Powers related characters. And to the right here, you can see the back of the box for the upcoming Avengers Infinity War mystery minis, and this particular box is from Hot Topics, so that's why you see their exclusives down there in the bottom right. And of course, once Funko puts out the official word on these mystery minis, then I will give a more detailed update. I do notice there, though, of course, they do have the Hulkbuster there in the mix, the new Hulkbuster. So the big talk right now, of course, is the Toy Fair, the New York Toy Fair. I'm going to run through these items, but do keep in mind that Funko shared over 170 items, so I am not going to name every single character. This would be like a 2-hour video, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move pretty quickly with this. Also, I do want you to keep in mind that there aren't any really firm release dates right now. For a couple of the figures, they've talked about the month when it might release. I'll just go ahead and say this. If a figure is related to a movie that's upcoming and one that hasn't released yet, then just assume that the Pops are going to release right around the time that the movie releases. But other than that, let's just stick to coming soon for right now. And once Funko, gives updates on these different ways, then of course I will update you all. And I need you all to do me a favor. Those of you that actually listen and watch my videos all the way through, I really love you all for doing that. I appreciate it so much. And I need you to help me out with this video, because I know there's going to be some people that skip through and not really pay attention to what I'm saying right now. So please, if you see anybody down in the comments asking when a particular figure is coming out, I want you to do me a favor and reply to them, watch the full video. Just type that simply. You don't have to be rude with them or anything. Just say, watch the full video. Or you could also say, coming soon. So just please do that to help me out in the comments, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking about specific release dates. And I think a lot of people just don't realize that is not the way that Funko tends to work. So let's go ahead and get into it here. So for starters, you see here this Aladdin movie moments, which looks amazing. I absolutely love that. And I'm almost ashamed to say I've never seen the full Aladdin movie, just clips of it, but this really does make me want to check it out. But yeah, I think that Aladdin movie moments looks phenomenal. Here we get a better look at the Hercules figures. I think Hercules on Pegasus looks awesome. They also have that Hercules chase, which is a glow-in-the-dark chase. And notice that Hot Topic is getting exclusive variants of Hades there. And they will both, I believe, be, well, excuse me. Yeah, actually, they'll both be glow-in-the-dark. But the red variant is the chase variant for Hot Topic. So yeah, I know people are going to be after that one. And then of course you see the other characters from that wave. In the bottom left there, you see the next wave of Moana figures. Again, I'm not going to run through all of these characters, but if you're familiar with the movie, you should recognize them. I will give them props though for their designs, especially the God characters. Or I should say God characters, just two different versions of her, but she looks pretty amazing. Also here you see Lock, Shock, and Barrel, of course, from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think they look spot on. I really do like those. I really hope they come as a 3-pack, but I don't think that's going to be the case. There in the bottom right, you see some Winnie the Pooh Dwarves figures. There is a Chase variant of Eeyore, excuse me, and also you notice there that there is a variant of Winnie the Pooh with the honey pot spilling out on his head. That's actually a Walgreens exclusive, which if I see that, I'm picking it up because I think that is pretty cool. So next up here, of course, there are more Monsters Inc. pops on the way. There's a new version of Sully, and there will be a flocked variant of Sully as well. I think it's rumored right now to be with Toys R Us. Not 100% sure on that, of course. I will update when I know for sure. But you also see there a new version of Boo, Harryhausen, and then I think her name is Edna. Next here you see some Nicktoons Dwarves figures. The one of Stimpy, kind of gross, but true to the show, so it is what it is there. Also, they have some Nickelodeon mystery minis on the way, and if you pause to check that out there, you can see that some of those will be store exclusives. I'm not going to run through all of them though. The bottom left there, you see the Jetsons pops on the way. Right now, just 3 pops that they're showing. But I believe, there could be more on the way also. Also here in the middle, on the bottom, you see some more Nicktoons action going on. Or really, I think Doug is with Disney more so now, but I still think of him as a Nicktoon. They got Quail Man, the Toys R Us exclusive. That's been rumored for a while. I think that's very cool. They also have his dog Pork Chop in his Quail Man outfit. I guess, Quail Dog there. That's a Hot Topic exclusive. And then there's also a Chase variant, a flocked Chase variant of Pork Chop as well. And then Skeeter is also getting a pop figure. He wasn't revealed along with the others, but Funko did reveal him after the fact. So yeah, Skeeter is also getting a pop there as well. So some kind of random items here. We see this 3-pack again, based off of A Wrinkle in Time, the upcoming movie, and this 3-pack will be with Barnes & Noble. The Mr. Rogers pop, there actually are 3 different variants of him. One is the common, him in the green sweater. The red sweater with him holding the King puppet there, that's a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And then there will be that Funko Shop exclusive as well of him in the blue sweater. That to me makes a lot of sense. If you know the show, you know that he's very famous for his sweaters and changing his sweaters. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Then there will also be a Mr. Rogers plush and a Mr. Rogers pocket pop. To the top right there, you see the Pee-wee's Playhouse figures. I think they look pretty cool. I think I probably would get the Pee-wee one if I saw that one. The bottom left here, this is a property I'm really not super familiar with. So if anybody knows any more about it, please let me know. But I think it's called Little Bigfoot. If I said that incorrectly, I'll make a correction here on the screen about that. But you see they're going to have plushes based off of it, and they're also going to have a backpack and slippers as well based off of that property. In the bottom middle here, of course, you see a Bob Ross plushie, which I think is pretty cool, and then Rainbow Bright down there in the bottom right, which I think is going to be pretty popular as well. I know a lot of people will have nostalgia for that character. Next up here, Marvel Future Fight has at least 2 pops on the way. The one, of course, that stands out to me is that Hulk in his battle armor. I think that looks pretty awesome. I would definitely pick that one up. You see some Overwatch pops here. And by the way, in the bottom left, I just wanted to share sort of a better image of those Cuphead mystery minis. But of course, they had already been revealed previously. But yeah, the Overwatch pops you see here, these are all the exclusives that are coming up. So they have that Hot Topic exclusive Sombra, which I think looks amazing. They also have the Mercy, which will be a GameStop exclusive, which I think is just a color variant. The common that's coming out has the same sculpt as far as I know. Then there's yet another version of Diva with Mecha, this one being a Walmart exclusive, and this is a blue variation here. And then in the upper right there, you do see the Bendy and the Ink Machine, the other figures that are coming out, including Bendy with Wrench, which will be a GameStop exclusive. And then they also have here Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, but this is, of course, her based off of the upcoming movie. Even though it's based off the movie, I gotta say, I think that is definitely an amazing looking pop. So much detail going on, like the dirt on her, the cuts and everything, the bruises. Yeah, I think that looks phenomenal. So with Ready Player One, there's going to be a lot of figures going on. I'm not super familiar with that property, so I'm definitely not going to name off all of these characters. I do want to point out, though, that they have Iron Giant as a pop. I can see that one being very popular, even if somebody's not a big fan of the movie that's coming up or they're not a fan of the book. Yeah, I think Iron Giant is going to sell pretty well. You see some variants are going to Walmart and at least one going to GameStop. And I do want to point out that the reason that there's 2 versions of Sixer going to Walmart is that one of them is actually a glow-in-the-dark Chase. And Funko has basically stated that this is going to become more common, that there will be store-exclusive Chase figures. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Coming up, more information in regards to that. Like I said already previously, there are the Ready Player One action figures, which seem to already be starting to show up. And there will be another variant of one of the characters. There will be a Clear Parsifal, which would be a Hot Topic exclusive. And if I mispronounce the name, again, forgive me. In the bottom left there, you see that there's, of course, more Five Nights at Freddy's figures on the way. I think they're calling these the arcade figures. And then also the Supercar or Super Kart figures there as well. And yeah, if I'm not remembering some stuff super well, that's just because, remember, I'm basically sharing all together over 200 figures in one video. So yeah, this is a lot to try to keep up with. Next up here from Stranger Things, people have known about these figures because most of these I think have been up for pre-order for a while, but you do see that they have more figures on the way based off of Stranger Things Season 2. I think this is the 11th figure that should have been out already, but at least they have made it now, you know, where 11 is basically levitating and using her powers. I think that's pretty cool. And there are, of course, two versions of Bob. There's a GameStop exclusive of him in his vampire outfit. You also see there Hopper with the vines wrapped around him, and he is standing up. I think a lot of people were wondering if he was going to be like laying down and tied down, but no, they actually do have him standing up, and he's all dirty and everything from being down in the tunnel. And then they also have that Hot Topic exclusive version of Steve with the bandana over his face, and of course he's dirty as well from being down in the tunnel. I think that one is going to be pretty popular. You know, the last Steve exclusive ended up being hugely popular, and the value has shot up. Also here, a series I'm not familiar with, but I know some people have been asking me if I saw these pops. But yeah, here we have the Gossip Girl pops. In the upper right there, I pretty much have covered these previously, the Game of Thrones pops that are coming up. In fact, I mentioned most of these in the last Funko News video, other than the Jon Snow variant there. In the bottom left, yes, we see the Saturday Night Live pop figures there. I think it's very cool that there actually will be a 3-pack of David S. Pumpkins in the Skeletons, which appears to be a Funko Shop exclusive, and they're glow in the dark too, which is pretty awesome. I'm really gonna have to try to get that one. And then I'm gonna say some more about the 2-pack that they have there. I'll get back to that in a little bit. But and I mentioned most of those previously, so I'm just going to move on here. We get our first look at the Smallville pops, and of course there are two versions of Clark, and there's also the Oliver Queen, or you know, Green Arrow figure going on there, Lex Luthor and Lois Lane. So or is it Lois Lane or Lana Lane? Somebody let me know down in the comments. Again, I actually did not follow Smallville. I want to say it's Lana Lane, you know, so excuse me if I got that mixed up there. And then there are some Pickle Rick plushes on the way, and you see that he has different expressions going on. Actually, my favorite, I don't know, it's hard to say. I actually like the third and fourth one going from the left to the right. I think the third and fourth one both look pretty funny. So who knows, I might actually end up getting into buying some plushes. So with Pop Rocks, we got some more on the way here. Now the Ed Sheeran pop had been rumored previously, and now we actually do get a look at it. Also, there are two variants of Alice Cooper. I believe the one of him in the straight jacket is going to be a Hot Topic exclusive, or it may be FYE. Once I see the official word, of course, I'm going to update on that regardless. There are also two versions of Al Yankovic, and the fact that they did one of him based off of the Fat video, which is the Bad Michael Jackson parody. I'm not saying the parody was bad. I'm saying it's based off the song Bad. The fact that they did that figure, I think, is awesome. I really do want to get that one. And then, of course, here they also have Motley Crue, which I think they could have went a lot of directions with Motley Crue. I think the direction that they chose is pretty awesome. Those of you that are really Motley Crue fans, let me know what you think about them. But I think they did a good job with those. So next up here, you see that they have the Major League Baseball figures on the way. And before anybody says, I can't believe they didn't make enter the player's name here. Remember, they're not trying to make all of the popular players at once. So just be patient. Of course, there's going to be more on the way. I do want to point out, I really do like that they have the pitchers actually standing up on like the mound of dirt. I think that's a nice touch there. Then you also see this 2-pack, which I mentioned, might have been in the last video, but I know it was very recently, the Sting and Lex Luger 2-pack, which will be a FYE exclusive. I think it looks pretty solid. Sting definitely looks more interesting than Lex Luger, of course. To the right here, you see Jake the Snake Roberts. We knew that this was on the way. I'm a little disappointed that the Chase is just a color variant. They keep doing that with the WWE Pops. I wish they would do like a different sculpt, you know, something different in terms of design. But, you know, at least either way, you do get Jake the Snake with his actual snake Damien. So that is pretty cool. And then also they have Shawn Michaels based off of one of his WrestleMania outfits there. I can't remember which WrestleMania that is. I'm sure somebody will let me know down in the comments. But it is one of his more well-known outfits that he ever wore. So that is pretty cool. Deadpool 2 is getting pretty close to release, so of course there's going to be plenty of Deadpool flooding the stores. Once again, you do see that here that they have the Bob Ross Deadpool based off of that first teaser trailer. That is pretty cool. I know that one's definitely going to be popular. They do have Deadpool laying on his side there, sort of that Jeff Goldblum pose basically. So that one's pretty cool also. And then they have him in a robe, and I'm not even exactly sure what he's holding on to there. Looks like basically a figure of him. I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure it has something to do with the movie, but definitely do check out the unicorn slippers. I think that's pretty cool. Then they have Deadpool in that clown outfit, which is kind of crazy. Definitely kind of reminds me of Pennywise a little bit there. That looks pretty cool. I definitely like that he has the balloon weapons there, including a sword and what looks like maybe a SMG there. So that's pretty cool. Also here, of course, they have the supporting characters. They have Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, Colossus, Domino, and Cable. Something interesting, I don't have the boxes here on the screen, but for two of the characters, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, and Colossus, I believe that they're actually going to come in X-Men boxes instead of the movie boxes. So I think it's those two characters. Maybe I'm mixing that up, but yeah, I know at least two of the Pops will actually come in X-Men boxes. I just thought that was kind of interesting there. Also, you see that there will be a vinyl 2-pack of Deadpool and Cable. There will also be Deadpool plushes, including one of him in a like a French maid type outfit, which I feel like that's a reference to one of the comics. It may be a reference to something that's going to happen in the movie, but I feel like I've seen that in a comic before as well. There's going to be a lot of pocket pops of Deadpool, including based off of the new designs, and some of them based off of the designs that have been out previously for pop figures. Notice also here that they have a Deadpool on scooter ride, which I think is pretty cool. Might have to pick that up. And down there in the bottom right, these look like they may be mystery minis. Deadpool in a lot of different outfits. And I shared that previously, that there was going to be Deadpool in a lot of different outfits. So now this makes a lot more sense that they may be mystery minis. So moving on here, Lord of the Rings will have some plushes on the way. Harry Potter is actually getting some more Rock Candy figures. Kind of interesting that it's mostly male characters this time. Rock Candy started off mainly focusing on female characters, but now with Harry Potter, they brought in male characters as well. Jurassic World, I know some people are already disappointed by the Jurassic World Pops, but again, be patient. I can't imagine that they're just going to have only 3 Pops for that movie. So again, be patient and we'll see what else they do with that. Black Panther has 2 variants coming up. This is him in sort of his royal garb, you would say, or whatever. If you've seen the movie, you know this outfit there, and that's not a spoiler in any way. But it does have to do 2 different color variants, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do some more with Black Panther, considering the success of the movie. As far as Star Wars is concerned in the Toy Fair, surprisingly, the only thing that was revealed is something that basically has already been revealed previously, and that is these keychain plushes blind boxes. So yeah, that's been it lately for Star Wars, but I expect more reveals on the way because they've already stated that they are going to do more with The Last Jedi. As far as Hellboy is concerned, you see that there is a Hellboy vinyl 2-pack of him, and then also Abe Sapien. And then there's some Dorbs on the way as well, and the Dorbs will include a Chase variant, a glow-in-the-dark Chase variant of Abe Sapien. So coming to America is getting pops. I'm very pumped about that. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know that. I'm really pumped about that. So Hakeem is actually going to have a gold variant, and then also a variant of him when he was working at McDowell's. Both of those will be Target exclusives. Randy Watson is actually going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. Got to get my hands on that one. And then of course they have Simi as well. So yeah, I really would like to get all of the Coming to America pops. I like all of those. And then of course they do have the Grease pop figures on the way. I've mentioned those previously there. I think they look pretty slick. I hope that Grease fans are pretty happy with the designs there. Super Troopers is getting pops also, and I've only seen the first movie one time. I do want to watch the second. But yeah, just those designs already are pretty funny. Atomic Blonde, I don't know how well that movie did, but you notice here that there are actually going to be 2 chase figures of the main character, Lorraine. So that's kind of interesting. It might be to maybe push the sales some. I don't know, but I would like to see the movie before I even consider getting any of those. And then yes, that does include the chases as well. So A Princess Bride, of course, has pops. This has been rumored for a while. I definitely like the chase variant within that mix. I think they did a good job with these designs. And yes, they definitely should do some more characters based off of that movie. But let's just be patient and see what else happens as far as that's concerned. So this has been I think one of the biggest things out of the Toy Fair, finally getting to see the Losers Club pops, and then also some more Pennywise variants. So yeah, these look pretty amazing. And remember that these have been up for pre-order. At least most of these have been up for pre-order for a while with GameStop. I think the chase there of George is, yeah, a lot of people are going to be after that chase figure. And of course, notice that they have two chase figures within this wave, and then there are 3 new versions of Pennywise. And the FYE exclusive, of course, is when they attacked him at the end of the movie, which if that's a spoiler for you, I'm sorry, but the figure is out there in the open, so now it is what it is. Hopefully you have seen the movie. But yeah, when they were attacking him at the end and they actually put that weapon through his head, that's the FYE exclusive. That sculpt looks amazing. Then they have the Amazon exclusive, which I know is going to be pretty popular. He's actually holding Georgie's arm there. And then Pennywise with the crab arms, it appears like it's going to be possibly a common. And yeah, that one's going to be pretty popular as well. I think all the Pennywise figures are going to be hugely popular, as well as some of the Loser Club's pops. And then you see they also have action figures based off of it, and they do have some Pennywise plushes as well, which, like I said earlier, I think Funko's going to end up getting me into plush figures, or yeah, because I really do like the look of these. So getting back to some items I mentioned earlier, so the SNL 2-pack, which I'm not going to name right now, but I do think it's very cool that Funko actually made this and was willing to actually put the name on the box, even though they did censor it just a little bit. But that one, along with the Aladdin movie moments, each of these are available for pre-order on Amazon right now for $10.99. I don't know if that's an oversight or a special deal that they got going on. I'm really not sure, but if I were you, I would say jump on that if you're interested in either of these, because that is a really good price. 2-packs usually go for at least $20. Movie moments have been going for like $25. So yeah, this is a really good deal. So spoiler alert, I am going to get into what is available in the latest Legion of Collectors, excuse me, the latest Collector Core box, which had the theme of Animal Instincts, I believe, and I'll see it here on the screen in just a moment. But yeah, so if you don't want to be spoiled on this box, you may want to go ahead and tune out. And I want to say this as well up front. I know a lot of people are not happy that this box is not completely Black Panther themed. I do think that is a shame. Definitely there's some missed opportunities there, but let's go ahead and look at what they actually put in this box. And that's, like I said, if you don't want to see what's in the box, then definitely go ahead and tune out. So yeah, Animal Instinct is the theme, and I like the items overall. I do feel like the value is there. Maybe this is not a mind-blowing box, and I think some people will be unhappy with it. And I also think that this box probably sold out just because they are basically ending the Collector Core subscription. So yeah, that might be why this box sold out, because they may have limited how much they made to begin with. But the Howard the Duck t-shirt, I really like that design. It looks great to me. I'm definitely gonna rock that. They do have a patch of Squirrel Girl. I really don't care for I don't really worry about patches, and I'm not a big fan of Squirrel Girl, so that's eh. They have a pop pen with Rocket on it. Yeah, that's okay. It's what it is, and it does come with a little notepad as well, so nothing too special there, but kind of a throw-in item. They do have a wobbler of Black Panther. I know some people are not fans of wobblers, so I'm sure some people will not be happy about that. Wouldn't be surprised if I see a lot of those up for trade or for sale, sometime soon, but personally, I think the design of it is okay. And then the main item in the box, of course, is the pop of Rhino, which I think looks pretty spot on. I couldn't tell in Funko's video, though, how tall he is. I really hope that he has, some good size to him to really represent that character properly. So, overall, like I said, I'm not I'm not upset about the content of this box. I don't think it's like the best box in the world though, and like I said, I could see some people being disappointed. But again, that's part of the reason why I think Funko is making the decisions that they are, because it is impossible to please everybody. And I'm sure with every box that they've put out, whether it was really good or not that great, regardless, I'm sure they've got a lot of complaints. And after a while, that might be just a headache they don't want to deal with. So one more time here, I do want to share this list of, I'm saying one more time, but I may address this again. Well, actually, we're not that far away from ECCC, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep sharing this list or not. I'll just put that out there. And I'm not going to actually read through this list. You can pause it and check it out if you haven't seen this already. Do remember, though, that this is a rumored list for the most part. The official list will come out on February 28th, and then we will find out exactly what figures are being shared from the Emerald City Comic Con, and we will also find out, where we can find those figures. So just be patient on that. The main thing new here that I did want to point out, though, is that Tom and John Ralphio from Parks and Rec, they are getting a 2-pack, which should go to Hot Topic as an exclusive. So yeah, that's the main new thing that I want to point out here. So, yeah, that brings this to an end, this very long edition of Funko News. Like I said, there was a lot to share there. I tried to go through it as fast as I could. If I misspoke anywhere, forgive me. But like I said, this is a lot of information to try to put out at one time. I'm doing the best I can. So if you noticed any mistakes or anything, be kind with the way that you address it down in the comments, and I really hope that everybody watched the full video all the way through, before making their comments. But that's wishful thinking. But yeah, down here at the bottom of the screen, you see some pops that I'm looking forward to, and I did mention throughout the video some of the ones revealed at the toy fair that I'm interested to. But now, of course, I want to hear from you all. Which figures are you most looking forward to? Please make sure that you share that. And also, the 12K giveaway is about to wrap up. I think I'm down to just 30 more subscribers that I need before I hit 12,000. And I will wait till I go just a little bit past that, because, of course, I have to account for people that will leave once they don't win. That always happens. It's very childish when that happens, but it is what it is. It's just a part of doing giveaways on YouTube. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that I account for, what I think the percentage of people that might leave is very small. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that, though. I think the 12K drawing could be any day now. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I'm about to go rest my voice, but I will talk to you all again soon.